Something's going on.
The hunt is on for a suspect with an itchy trigger finger.
All I know is that he pointed the gun at somebody and pulled the trigger. I understand. Just stay there, sir.
She stabbed me twice. The knife's in the house.
A knife-slinging cowboy goes on the offense.
He has guns and knives, so...
I will not be with.
Hey!
And a wounded trooper is stranded in terrain too dangerous for rescue.
Yeah, just take it to work.
But these troopers won't back down.
Cops, come this way.
Ma'am, step back, step back, stay back. Sit down now. Hey, stop.
To serve and protect.
Just stay, troopers. We're not going away. Come out with your hands up. I want to see your hands. Go back to boat. Go back to boat. I want to see your hands up.
Over 20.
Is yelling and screaming, complainant. 2431 minutes earlier, complainant states he has pulled a knife on her twice today. She states that he has multiple 1032s and knives in his residence. Told her earlier that the knife did not have blood on it, but will now.
A run of the suspect's criminal record reveals some new information.
Okay, guy was killed in 99. Okay. This gentleman has guns and knives, so we're going to deal with that appropriately.
Trooper Phillips meets with other units before approaching the suspect's residence.
So what's this dude's ailment?
He's been stabbed. So he has this big notion that when somebody says they don't like him, he can stab him.
When you're on a one-on-one situation with somebody, especially in this type of situation where there's weapons involved, you just want to make sure you got as much backup as you can.
Troopers first check in with the complainant.
What prompted you to call us?
We came back here earlier to grab barbecue stuff. We came in the house and got right back in my truck. When we got back in my truck, the neighbors started yelling at us.
He was gonna stab.
So those words came out of his mouth?
Yeah.
Did he have a knife in his hand? Did he have a knife in his hand at the time?
Yeah, he had it out of the sheath.
He told me the other day he murdered somebody.
Yeah.
And then I told him I don't want to talk about that. My sister was stabbed 88 times. I said, I've been through 5 different murders. I don't want to hear any more murders. The very next day, he's over telling me about another murder he did.
Told me and my boyfriend that this knife hasn't had bloodshed on it yet, but it's got your name on it.
Let me get out here and deal with him, okay? Okay. I'll be right back, okay? How you doing, sir? I just need to talk to you outside, okay? Away from all your weapons of mass destruction here, okay?
Well, I got 2 knives on me.
Yeah, hey.
Well,
okay, I'm gonna take
I was going to get them for you.
Well, I appreciate...
Just let him get them. You know, when that happened in 97 with a dead baby raper, stabbed me twice. The knife's in the house. So now I'm putting an Elkhorn handle on it. It's laying on a shelf in there.
Okay, what I need to know is what's going to happen if I leave here?
I'm going to stay to my damn self.
You going to pull your knife out again?
Brother, all them knives are in there for self-protection.
Well, what were you doing over here with a knife?
I wasn't over there.
You weren't?
I was not over there.
Okay, were you over here with a knife?
I refused to walk out there because I knew if I crossed his line, that boy may come out.
Okay, that's fine.
If he had him, I'd have killed him.
Okay. Are you bleeding?
Huh? Yeah, I cut my damn self.
Do you want an ambulance or something?
Can you get me a shot of Demerol in? Brother, I got pain pills, nerve pills, you know. You can take a pill count on me, and my doctor can.
I believe you about that.
Well, I'm telling you the truth, Branch.
I understand.
All right.
Let me talk to this trooper here.
Brother, hey, I will not be with.
Okay, can you please go right over there?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Damn, didn't I say yeah?
I'm waiting.
I don't wear a watch, ain't wore one since I was 12. I can look right here and tell you what time of day it is.
Thank you, sir. I'm gonna arrest him. I have enough. evidence or statements.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. We've been out here several times, been dealing with these people several times today. We know if we leave here, it's gonna escalate. Here's the deal, okay? Are you ready to listen? One of the things I gotta kind of believe here, especially with the attitude that you've been giving me, is that you did threaten those people with a knife.
No, by God, I did not.
And the issue I have here is, you guys live, look how close you live.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can throw a hatchet that far.
Exactly, and you got several hatchets, right?
Damn right, and I know how to throw them.
Okay, well, this kind of behavior, kind of leads me to believe that, maybe you are the aggressor here. You're gonna go to jail tonight, all right? For this, okay, so come with me, all right?
Can I call and get my dog? My dog means more to me than your kid does. You're arresting the wrong son of a Phillips, so I guarantee you my IQ, broke neck and all, no sleep for 2 nights, guarantee you my IQ's higher than yours.
Sure it is.
"100 miles north, deep in the rugged Talkeetna Mountains, wildlife troopers Scott Lanier and John Sear enforce Alaska's wildlife laws on their 24,000 square mile beat.
Right now, open season for caribou, sheep, and moose. This area gets a lot of hunting pressure. Sheep don't really get to grow to their full potential. Here, a lot of sheep are taken illegally out of here. When you're shooting rams that are not of breeding age, it really hurts the population. I got some dry clothes in my sleeping bag and a trauma kit. In the back is all our food and supplies for the next 3 days. Round trip speaking, there and back, probably 60 to 70 miles. Some of the terrain that we go through, it's pretty rough. You could flip a four-wheeler, you could break a leg. And we're 80 miles away from a hospital.
State troopers.
How you doing?
Good. Trooper Lanier.
Today marks rookie Scott Lanier's first patrol as a wildlife trooper.
We're out here by ourselves. We're out here contacting people with guns, rifles. They're seeing us from a long distance away. So I brought them out here to give them some insight. The guys on the street have people that can come to them right away. Us out here, it could be days for backup.
Have a great day.
Bear scat. Maybe we'll have a visitor. Right there's a bear. There's a bear.
There he is. He's just in the trees. Just keep watching. There he goes out of the bushes now.
Yep. Looked like about a 2-year-old bear. Probably got kicked out from its mother this spring. Juvenile, doesn't know what's going on, all by himself. At least back here, he won't be a problem bear.
Good eyes.
With the vast territory to patrol, troopers use all their resources in finding hunters.
Airplane.
Is it Mark?
On my patrol plan, I had Sergeant Agnew be one of the spotters, just to fly through the valley to see what he could see.
He sees us, he's gonna come in and put it down.
But pilot Sergeant Mark Agnew must find the right spot first.
Yeah, there's one closer to the hill over here.
But the difficulties you're facing are obviously uneven ground and tall bushes.
Got a big dip right here, so go to the left of it. Yeah, it just seems to work the best all the way. This other trail looks a lot better on the other side of him.
Landing in pretty tough terrain, that's enough to take the landing gear right out from under the plane. You just have to have enough room to slow the airplane down.
Oh no, that's pretty gnarly.
Yeah, it was wide enough.
How's the weather in the valley?
This is the first drainage I was able to get up. There's red tin up the creek, and then around the corner, that trail goes way back up in the bullet. There's looks like fresh tracks going back up in there.
Hey, thanks for stopping by.
Just upriver, 2 hunters give them a tip about a suspicious camp up the mountain.
We heard the shots. We think they're coming from the valley and back up and around.
So we're gonna try to make it up to those 2 camps, go contact people. That's about really the end of the trail. It gets pretty good sized boulders where it ends up taking swing arms and stuff off of 4-wheelers. So we'll go up around the corner, and if we have to, we'll just walk up to them. That rig looks familiar. So does that Arctic cat. I'll be damned. I busted these guys last year.
State troopers.
Hello? I busted the dad and I busted the son. They can't hunt for 3 years. So if they're up here hunting, they're hunting illegally. Can you go see if that Arctic cat's got a registration on it?
See if I could read the VIN number.
If I get this VIN number and it's the people that I think it is, then we're definitely coming back up here as long as it takes.
They get the VIN.
Out of range.
But can't check it.
There's a 4-wheeler up high. Where'd that 4-wheeler go?
It takes off when the troopers spot him.
All right, let's go. We can try to make it up that hill. It's kind of steep, but they're probably hunting in the bowl on the back side. Give it a try. Hey! I heard something crack. Ow. There's your socket. Hit that rock right there and it threw me this way. I would have been fine if I wouldn't have stepped in this hole.
They're 80 miles from the nearest hospital, and backup is a half a day away.
I can't put weight on it.
The troopers are on their own. And with daylight running out, they look for shelter.
Here's the cabin.
Home sweet home.
The next morning, Trooper Sear's ankle is still too hurt for patrol.
It happens. It happens quick. I just hit a rock the wrong way with my tire, and before I knew it, the 4-wheel was tipping over, so I jumped off.
So Trooper Lanier heads out on his own.
We got a report from 2 other hunters saying that they saw a big trophy caribou, and they didn't have a caribou tag. We heard a shot and a woohoo.
Lanier thinks these could be the hunters they spotted yesterday.
Pretty good idea where it's at, so we'll head up and see if we can contact them actually on the kill site.
But standing in his way, the same path that took out his partner.
All right, here goes nothing. I don't think it'll go any farther. I just don't want to risk it. We're gonna go by foot here. The hunters were going up over the ridge. Pretty good indication this is the direction that they went. I've got 2 hunters down in the valley. I looked through my binos and they have a caribou down. Just trying to figure out a good plan of how to get across this bowl to access them. They know we're coming, and it's definitely a dangerous situation. How's it going, guys? State troopers. Looks like we had some luck today.
Sure did.
Fantastic. Well, first things first, can I see your harvest tag?
Lanier checks the name on the harvest tag to see if it matches the owner of yesterday's vehicle. But these aren't his suspects.
All right, good day.
Surprised you guys hiked all the way up here.
Oh.
We heard you guys were here around here.
We aim to please.
All their paperwork's in order.
That's a nice caribou. Take care, guys. We were just in such a remote, open area that we didn't really have a lot of cover. But we're headed back to the ATV. We just got done contacting that group. They saw that I was a trooper from pretty far away. Obviously, they're good, law-abiding citizens, or the contact wouldn't have gone so well. Part of the job is we have to be ready for anything.
The hunting weekend comes to a close, and Troopers Sear and Lanier head home.
I couldn't make it up there because I'm hurting pretty bad right now. I think he did a good job up there by himself. This is a very successful patrol, I think.
Back down in the Matsu Valley.
Mac on 140.
She's beaten him up several times, and during the last hour, she's threatening to commit suicide. She's taken a club and a knife with her on foot down the roadway.
Mac on 140, I copied. Male party says he's being assaulted by his suicidal girlfriend. With suicidal people, you never know what they're gonna do. And especially right now, she's got a knife and a club. But we're gonna treat her like she might try to assault me.
I've had dealings with her before. She's fairly hostile towards his people. I guess that she's breaking her bail when she sees us stopping on her, so be ready.
She's walking around somewhere on the street.
Complaint thinks she's just in the area.
Aha!
Their search for the armed and potentially unstable woman leads them into the woods.
And we've had all kinds of horror stories about troopers running in the woods and getting killed.
I can't see it.
Maybe she did throw in the water. There's a residence right over there, it looks like. That's all super thick. What?
State troopers, let me see your hands, all right? Okay, just step on. Okay, slowly walk up to me, all right? Where's the knife at? You don't have a knife? Okay.
Oh. Would you come step over here, please?
Oh, this is great.
Just gonna cuff you real quick.
Are you serious?
Do you wish to speak with me about what's going on here?
I'm not suicidal. I'm not gonna hurt nobody, but...
Okay, why would they report that you had a knife and you wanted to hurt yourself? You really did.
Because we're fighting. Why not report it? Why not say that?
When's the last time you saw that? It's been a while?
Yeah, I don't...
You don't have any track marks on it?
I have scars, but I don't have nothing on it, no.
When's the last time you actually shot up, though, is what I'm getting at.
Months ago.
I'm gonna have you sit in my car real quick. I'm gonna talk to him.
This is like the 4th time I've been here in the last 2 months for this type of issues.
Troopers talk to the boyfriend and get a different story.
He's saying that she came at him 2 or 3 times, like with her arms up, saying she was gonna assault him. She grabbed the knife and left, saying she was gonna finally make him happy and kill herself. He said on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most scared he's been, he was a 7 or 8.
All right, you want to step out, please?
They arrest the woman for assault.
A lot of calls. We don't really know who assaulted who, and you're surprised to find out that the female was the one who assaulted the male.
"100 miles south, on the world-famous Kenai Peninsula. Every July, tens of thousands of sport fishermen pour into the area for one reason.
Holy cow.
It's got a nice color, too.
So we have tourists from around the world coming to get their shot at the world-class king salmon.
Troopers are out in full force to deal with the influx of people and enforce tighter regulations.
This year, the king salmon population was projected to have a low run. It's actually been coming back slower than they expected. So they've put restrictions on the sport fishery to try to increase the number of fish on the spawning beds. It's crowded today. We're trying to work our way through this mess.
But in the quest for fishing glory and the biggest catch, rules are often broken.
It's 1 king salmon per household is what they're allowed in the personal use fishery.
Today, Wildlife Sergeant Paul McConnell learns of a man taking more than his allotted share.
But he's got 3 kings. He recorded one as a sockeye and one as a pink.
Which one?
The guy right here in the lawn.
Okay.
They got 3 kings, and they have some fish in their cooler.
Let's get a look at your fish real quick.
I thought this was a red, and I thought that was a pink because of its tail.
Yeah, those are 2 king salmon.
So that's just buffoonery on my part.
But unfortunately, this is never a pleasant, never a pleasant part. So
it's a little one too.
The man receives a fine for each fish, and McConnell confiscates the catch. But the trooper's work is far from over. At 5 a.m. the next morning,
You ready?
I'm ready.
Troopers Glenn Taylor and Jim Ellison hit the river to catch anyone fishing on protected spawning grounds.
There's an area that's closed to fishing from boats. We've been getting a lot of complaints about people fishing out of boats in that area. So we were asked to kind of hit this area hard this weekend and see if we can put an end to this.
The people who really look for us can usually tell who we are.
That's why I carry this.
Oh, there you go. I thought that was for lunch. You gonna go down that way and loop around?
Yeah, I'll just go upriver a little bit. So from here up to the upper marker, they can't fish out of a boat.
We just kind of tuck in here next to the bank. If anybody comes this far down and they're still fishing, they're definitely in violation. Looks like we might have a couple fishermen down there.
They're drifting slow.
Oh yeah, he's fishing. They're getting gear ready.
There's no lines out.
Yeah, they're good. It looks like they were pulling their stuff up and before they came into this area.
Satisfied, the troopers head to shore.
We don't have any violations. If we're getting compliance and no one's fishing early, we did our job for today.
Once there, Trooper Taylor sees exactly what makes the Kenai King.
There's a king for you. Was that fish caught or dip netted?
Fish, yeah. Her first one ever.
Is that right?
Very first king.
You excited?
Very excited. I was jumping up and down on the boat, screaming. People are hooting and hollering for it.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
And what did it weigh at?
40 pounds.
Holy cow. That's a big king. The world record came off the Kenai back in the 80s, and I think it was 97 pounds, which is a big fish. So it really is a targeted species. Have a good one.
200 miles southwest, tourists flock to Alaska's largest island to catch a glimpse of another world-famous species.
The Kodiak bears are the largest in the world. And the bears are out, I'm sure they're fattening up for the winter, of course. And I've seen them charge people. I mean, what I thought was a safe distance, pretty soon they close that gap within seconds.
But despite the influx of people, troopers are scarce in the region.
My responsibility is 1,300 miles worth of islands. You want people that can improvise. You know, when you go out in the village, you're the only trooper there. That's just the way it is.
Charlie 16, what you got?
Just gonna report other details. Just get over here quick.
Something's going on. It's Navarra. It's probably a fight, a gun or a knife. We don't know what's exactly going on, so where are the lights? They're somewhere around here. Oh, that's us. Guys, back off, back off.
Sounds like they were arguing over an ex-girlfriend.
Witnesses claim the argument ended with a man pulling a gun and then fleeing the scene.
How many of you are there tonight? Just 2 of you? Just 2 of us. All right.
Kodiak PD interviews the victim, while Trooper A searches for the suspect.
I'm in Alaska. You go to a call, a gun call, you're on your own.
My purpose is to get this guy in custody as soon as possible. There's a lot of places you can hide, but the problem is it's still a small enough town where people talk. There's only a matter of time before somebody will give an anonymous tip.
The next morning, he has a lead on the suspect's identity.
I guess he's had a lot of problems in the past. It sounds like a drug deal gone bad. He was downtown yesterday and got into a tiff over a girlfriend. Then the customer started beating up on the suspect, and the suspect pulled out a .25 caliber handgun and pulled the trigger, and the handgun was not chambered, which is a good thing for the victim. And I have to try to find that person and get him quickly into custody before he hurts somebody, or if he hasn't done so already.
He heads to the suspect's last known address.
Okay, can I come in and talk to you, please? I was looking for... Is he here? I can talk to him.
Can I ask why?
He was involved in some kind of altercation downtown yesterday, so he needs to turn himself in.
He's being charged with something?
Yes, yes.
What?
All I know is that he pointed a gun at somebody and pulled the trigger.
He pointed a gun?
Yes, he did, yeah.
All right, he's on the...
What is it, a boat you just
Yeah,
told
it's
me?
our boat.
All right, thank you. See if I can find him.
It's a race against time.
Mom and Dad were trying to call him. I told them, don't call him. I know they will. So, of course, it's going to heighten my state of readiness. You always have to assume that person has a deadly weapon that can injure you or even kill you. I'm 10-6 at the boat harbor with the 2 KPD units. I don't like to go into a scene where I'm not sure what's going on. It can go sour real quick, especially when you're at a disadvantage. You know, the curtain's closed on that boat and you're going up to the boat not knowing if he's got a weapon he could be pointing.
I don't think he's in there.
Right.
Talk to the window. I mean, last time I arrested him, he was hiding in a compartment of another boat.
She says he's there.
Are you in there? Come on out.
The state troopers, okay? We're not going anywhere. You need to come out if you're inside because we are going to make entry, you understand? We're not going away, so you need to come out with your hands up.
I think he just turned off the bathroom lights. Hey.
Come on out. He's inside. I want to see your hands up. Go back to the boat, go back to the boat. I want to see your hands. See your hands.
Run away.
I'm not pointing at you, okay? Come out and talk to Roland. I'll back off. You got him.
The suspect's parents arrive and the situation escalates.
Can you just stay there for a minute, please? I understand. Just stay there, sir. Don't get any closer. He's got a felony warrant out for his arrest.
Don't go in there. No, come on.
You want to wrestle me down? Wrestle me down, man.
Hey.
Can you put him in handcuffs?
Hey. Yeah, he's crazy.
Right now. Put him in handcuffs right now.
Who are you?
They're National Geographic.
National Geographic?
Yeah.
Not a bear.
KPD's taking him into custody. This is going to be for assault 3 with a weapon. Because it's intimidating with me standing there with an AR-15, and he saw that, and he was a little, he was scared. Just another day in Kodiak.
Who's responsible for these vacuum cleaners? You gotta be on your whole damn mind! Front center! You're plotting against me, aren't you, Wisenin?
Sir, no, sir.
You need to fix this debacle. Fix it now!
Sir, yes, sir.
It's pathetic. You're better than that, Wisenin.
At the Public Safety Academy in Sitka,
And hunt!
it's morning room inspection.
That's disgusting. I have dead skin on my hand.
Holy hell, what is this? What is on my hand here, Stroud?
Dead skin.
Dead skin, Stroud! Dead crowd. Sweat! Sweat!
1, sir. 2, sir.
Yankowski, did you clean this?
Yes, sir.
What's all that black crap?
Stains that were on it when I received it, sir.
Figure out a way to get them off.
How many is that, Rosmus?
I wasn't counting, sir.
Yeah, neither was I, so start all over.
Everybody outside their room!
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
The Alaska State Troopers, why would attention to detail be important?
I mean, the difference between life and death.
Something that could be missed could make or break a case, sir.
Absolutely. You will fix your deficiencies, change out of your uniforms, and get downstairs. Make myself clear?
Yes, sir.
Make it happen. Bravo squad!
Today, pool training will prepare recruits for the unique task of patrolling Alaska.
In Alaska law enforcement, you're going to be driving on ice roads, flying in airplanes. The chances are high that you might have to get yourself out of a situation underwater.
This is simulating that you're in a vehicle crash or an airplane crash. 1, 2, 3. Good job. Do some different kicks with your legs, a little wider with your legs.
Don't give up! You fight!
A lot of people get to the point where they feel like they're gonna go under, but our job is to make them get to that point and realize that they can go farther.
Good job.
When they leave here and they go out and do this job and the devil confronts them, there's not going to be any mercy shown on them. It's going to be an extremely difficult job, physically, emotionally, mentally. We're not in this job to give up at all. You can't give up in this job. That's what it takes to be an Alaska law enforcement officer.
Back in the Matsu Valley,
22-14 going on.
Trooper Abraham Garcia gears up for a possible fight of his own.
Initial reports, people screaming and hollering, some sort of fight in the roadway. We don't know how many people are there. There's gonna be alcohol involved. We don't know, how many people have firearms. They're possibly intoxicated and ready to fight. $158.
Shut up! I can take care of my
No! Get off! Get down here. Come here. We're done. Come here. Come here. Yeah, turn around for me. No. Turn around for me. You don't have anything on you?
What the f is this, a SWAT team over here? Oh, what the is going on?
3289. Ma'am, step back, step back.
No.
Step back for me. Step back. You need to go back or you're gonna go to jail.
And you're gonna take my boyfriend to jail?
What's going on?
Say, look what she did.
What happened?
She scratched my eyes, and I said, okay, and I walked out the door, and then you grabbed me.
Why did she scratch it? What happened? Can you run me through?
Because she wasn't listening to me. She's drunk.
Who was fighting earlier?
No.
Right here. We're not. There was a couple other people. They already left.
Get off! Go down to
Stop talking over me.
Okay.
I'm not right.
You guys are like being rude.
I know.
This is your disorderly conduct warning. You're getting it right now. You're not going to get another one. Do you hear me?
Calm down, please.
You're the
That's fine. All right, I can handle it.
nobody likes
Okay.
in small towns.
Are you done?
We're here because people were fighting. I know people were fighting. People already told me. Okay? We know that. You can call me whatever you want, dude. I know this stuff. Okay? You're trying to play the cool, tough guy. It's not gonna work, okay? Let us do our job so we can get out of your hair. No, hey, have a seat. I'm telling you, stop. Stop. Stop talking. Stop. You're not listening to me. Okay? Sit down now. Put your hand behind your back. We're done. I told you not to stand up.
That's my nephew, man. Dude, I didn't do anything.
When I ask you to stay seated and you decide to stand up like that, just calm. You're making this worse.
Troopers confirm the people involved in the original fight aren't here. But Garcia makes it clear that this wild night needs to come to a peaceful end.
He needs to go to bed now. He's been drinking underage. We're gonna have a conversation with her, same thing, disorderly conduct warning, all right?
I'm like really loud.
You're
I'm like the loudest person in
You're not the only one. If you guys would have been sitting down, drinking some beers, just relaxing, we would have never been here, right?
Yeah.
You just don't like my perspective because you know it's true. You try to be calm and assertive at the same time, and almost every instance or every case I've dealt with, alcohol is a big factor in it.
Back on the famed Kenai River, while brown shirt wildlife troopers enforce strict fishing laws, blue shirt state troopers look to prevent violence between fishermen.
We have people that are accessing the Kenai River in front of some private property, and the people on the private property are making threats towards these people that they're not doing anything illegal. You have the ability to walk up and down the edge of the water. The person that's making these threats is armed. We'll go prepared with the worst case scenario and hope for the, for the best. Could be this little spot right here in the end. One of the things we're going to do is just kind of not pull directly into the location here. So there's always the potential of being shot at. So I mean, 27, I believe I'm going to be 23. It's going to be the first place on the left.
Trooper Larry Duran finds the complainant.
Hey, sir, I'm Trooper Duran. What happens? You guys got into a confrontation of words.
I told him I had the right to go there.
Right, right.
He said I didn't, and he says, well, you'll see what happens to you.
Sure.
That's a threat. They've got a very large arsenal of weapons, and they get liquored up, you don't know what they're going to do.
Looking for Bob.
That's me.
Hey, Bob, I'm Trooper Duran. So I'm simply here because I understand you're having some problems with people that are fishing through here.
I didn't think that they were doing the right thing by fishing there. I think it's common courtesy.
Even if it's not very courteous, they're not violating any matter of law.
I know.
If you harass people that are lawfully hunting or fishing, that actually is something you can be charged for. I think he's just willing to kind of shake hands and move on.
Sure.
Okay.
Beats getting handcuffed.
It does.
Yeah.
It does do that, so.
When you get my age, you shouldn't tell anybody you can kick their ass.
We'll let this go.
And don't ever let it happen again.
All right, so it's over. I mean,
yeah,
we'll forget all about it.
Okay.
And we're friends.
Sure.
Take care.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Over 300 miles north of Fairbanks.
We had a 911 male reports that he's being blocked on the property. We're trying to recontact the 21 and get further.
10-4. I'm gonna need a 68.
An argument over gold reaches a boiling point.
So this is a long-standing, basically civil dispute on a gold mine. It's been going on for a long time.
Soaring gold prices have caused a rebirth of gold exploration in Alaska.
There's a lot of problems with gold mines. Everybody wants a stake of it. Somebody will have rights to the land, but then somebody has rights to the claim. So it's kind of like, well, you don't know who actually has rights to be there. These two have got protective orders against each other. We've gone out there and had to handcuff everybody because they were fighting. It's escalated to them carrying rifles around, basically because they hate each other so much. Trooper Hennessy's out there by himself, so we're trying to close the distance with him right now. There's a lot of bad blood now. If we don't get out there in time and one of them decides that he's had enough, we don't want him to start shooting at people. Hopefully nothing escalates.
he finally reaches the turnoff to the mine.
These roads are not the best for the Crown Victoria police car, but... There's not exactly signs or anything out here, so we're kind of just figuring it out. How's it going, man?
This guy backed in here, blocked my usual road in 27 years. Suddenly now I can't even use my road. I sold most of my equipment hoping that it would turn into a good miner, you know. As soon as I gave him that lease, holy moly, did all hell break loose.
Okay, speak to Trooper Hennessy real quick, okay?
So how come you didn't just take the other road? It's blocked.
He says it's not blocked at all.
I didn't see it.
He says it's absolutely not blocked.
You get the cat moved, sir, so we can get behind his rig and get him out of here and go to the other road? It'd be outstanding.
Or one of the parties involved just really didn't bother to check. He just said that the road was blocked. And ultimately, it doesn't seem to be blocked. So, kind of figured it out for him. Now we'll try not to get stuck as we leave.
Not all troopers work in densely populated areas. Here in Alaska's rural interior, only 3 troopers patrol a 167,000 square mile area.
Fairbanks Rural Unit handles anything basically outside of Fairbanks. The detachment handles all the villages south of Coldfoot over toward Canada and out west towards Bethel. Today we're going to go to Minto. We'll spend the night here tonight, and hopefully tomorrow we'll be back in Fairbanks.
Minto is one of only a handful of villages accessible by road.
There's no law enforcement here other than when I'm here, but I don't get out here as often as I like.
With the nearest backup hours away, Trooper Terry must be ever vigilant.
There's always the one person out there, I'm sure. Every town has them. There's always a chance that something could happen. We are here. Big city. Hey. We'll just drive around and let everybody know we're here. What the troopers call flying the colors, and see if anybody comes up to us with any problems. How you doing?
We're trying to look for this person.
Okay.
But I looked all over down his uncle's here and his auntie went back there, checked it out again. She found some kind of disturbing note.
Oh no.
It's really disturbing.
Note kind of sounded like he might want to hurt himself?
Yeah.
Okay. Alaska's suicide rate is twice the national average.
What about any kind of guns, anything like that missing, or?
He got his rifle. There she is coming right there. Show him that note.
I found that on his coffee table. Last week he came out to see me. He just told me he was depressed.
Is he going through something bad, recent divorce or breakup or anything, or?
His wife left him and took the kids.
Terry fears it could be too late.
He's okay.
He's okay?
Yeah, he's with his dad.
Okay.
He's in Fairbanks with his dad.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Jeez, how come he didn't tell us?
Well, I'm glad he's okay right now. And if he doesn't want to volunteer himself to go get some help, if you hold on to that note, I can force it. I don't want another one of those out here.
Thanks, officer.
Biggest challenge is getting folks to talk to us. That was actually a huge step forward from roughly a year and a half ago when I came out here the first time when no one would speak to me.
As the day winds down in Minto, Terry finishes his patrol without incident. But as the only trooper for miles, he's always on duty.
Just getting ready to go eat and found out that there's 3 kids that are out missing.
Okay.
Listen up.
At the community lodge, the village gathers to organize a search.
Our Heavenly Father, we come to you this evening. We pray over these children, pray over the village, we pray over the family. We say this in Jesus' name. Amen.
We're gonna have 3 hours, we're on 3 hours now since nobody's seen me.
There was a maroon Ford pickup with a canopy on the back. I was coming down from the dump and he passed me, but he didn't come into the village. And I was wondering if anybody's seen that vehicle.
Well, if we can get 3 or 4 teams right now, get 1 group down by the water, and get somebody checking the common areas, I want to find this red truck.
Terry and the village head out in search of the 3 missing children.
Everybody's jumped in the cars. We've got groups of people running around looking. We get a large number of people looking for someone, and they spread out and start going into the woods. Now we are a chance of losing some of our searchers.
There's no sign of the mysterious truck, and the village's concern grows.
I think the oldest one's 5. Foxes, moose, bears, any number of animals out here would be a danger to children this small. Oh, this is good. Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. All right. The kids were located in one of the vacant houses right now. You guys want to hop out and I'll just park? Kids were returned back to their families and everything's great.